You have an agenda to go to war, as Keir Starmer and John Healey seem determined to do, and the next move is clear. Spend more and more money on weapons. But now Jeremy Corbyn is stepping forward with a warning. We were misled, he says. And if he's right, this could change everything. Welcome to Back Britain Unfold. While most of the nation stayed glued to headlines about inflation, immigration disputes, and the latest Tory implosion, something far more explosive was quietly unfolding behind the scenes. Jeremy Corbyn, yes, that Jeremy Corbyn, has broken his silence. And his words are sending shockwaves through the Labour Party. His target? None other than the man who replaced him, the current Prime Minister, Keir Starmer. This isn't just another disagreement about party policy. This is personal. Corbyn says he was deceived, and he's not the only one starting to question what really happened. In an interview already spreading like wildfire online, the former Labour leader openly challenged the integrity, authenticity, and true intentions of his successor. Let's not forget, Starmer took the reins in 2020, promising unity, transparency, and a fresh chapter for Labour after the devastating defeat of 2019. He sold himself as the steady hand, the calm moderate, the man who would restore public trust. But Corbyn tells a very different story. He claims Starmer said whatever it took to win, only to betray those commitments once he had power. We were told he would preserve the soul of the Labour movement, Corbyn said. Instead, he's dismantled it, piece by piece. He went further, speaking of pledges made and then quietly abandoned, of a leadership steering away from Labour's founding principles. And most damning of all, he accused Starmer of deliberately misrepresenting himself to gain the backing of the party's left wing. A charge that carries weight coming from someone who knows the inner workings of Labour better than most. So what did Starmer promise? Back in 2020, his leadership campaign was built on 10 bold commitments: defending workers' rights, fighting inequality, keeping key services like the NHS, railways, and the postal service in public hands. To many, it was a clear signal that he would continue, not abandon, the core socialist principles Corbyn had fought for. Fast forward to 2025, and that vision is almost unrecognisable. Public ownership pledges have been watered down. Workers' rights commitments have been delayed, rephrased, or pushed aside. Party democracy? Critics say it's been tightened, not expanded. Even inside Labour's own ranks, MPs are quietly echoing Corbyn's criticism. One backbencher told a political journalist last week, "It's like they baited the left to get elected and then slammed the door shut on them." On social media, the backlash has been relentless. Starmer ran as a unity candidate, but governs like he's purging the House, one viral post read. Another simply said, "Corbyn warned us, and maybe he's right." Theories about Corbyn's motives are flying. Some believe Labour's internal critics are seizing this moment, with Starmer under fire over the economy, immigration and foreign policy, to push back hard. Others think Corbyn is laying the foundations for something bigger, a new campaign, a rallying point for those who feel politically homeless under Starmer's Labour. Whispers of an independent challenge in the next election are already circulating in Westminster. An insider close to Corbyn told The Independent, he's not finished, and he's not going quietly. Make no mistake, there's no legal scandal here, no smoking gun. But politics isn't just about laws, it's about trust. And if your former leader, the man who sat beside you in cabinet, who helped pave your path to power, now says publicly, "We were misled," that's not just background noise, that's a crisis. The question now is unavoidable. If Keir Starmer could reverse course so dramatically once in power, what else might he change next? For now, Labour still holds a strong lead in the polls. The Tories are in chaos. Reform UK is rising in certain areas, but not enough to challenge Labour's dominance. Yet. But history has a lesson. Fractured parties rarely stay on top for long. If trust within Labour continues to erode, 2026 could look very different indeed. Corbyn's intervention may not sink the ship immediately, but it might be the first warning shot in an all-out Labour civil war. So here's the question for you. Is this just politics as usual, or is Jeremy Corbyn sounding the alarm before it's too late? And if this is only the beginning, how deep does this go? So, this was today's important update. We want to make it clear that our videos do not contain any kind of misinformation. Our only goal is to deliver true and verified news from across the UK, right here on Britain Unfold. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Britain Unfold channel.